I disappeared there for what, 2.5, 3 months? But I had a little altercation with a ladder, and I lost the fight. I was coming down a ladder one night after hanging 3 hanging baskets, and I noticed there was one more light that needed repair. Got up on the ladder, was coming down, and I was about 2 steps from the bottom, and the ladder just came at me. Back, I fell on my back on the solid concrete. Agony, pure agony. I don't know how, but I managed to get up, called a friend who's also a relative, and he came over and did some Reiki on me. I just laid in bed, and the next morning I could not move. And I had to call 911, and I thought, oh my God, I can't call 911 just because I have to have a bathroom. but that's what I did, and the ambulance came, took me to the hospital. To make the long story short, turns out I had a punctured right lung and a few broken ribs. So they kept me in the hospital for 5 days. They made a hole in my chest to put a pipe, this rod this long, into my lung. And when the lung closed, they let me go home. But meantime, I had no use of my right side at all. I could not lift my arm like this. I couldn't move it out. I couldn't do anything. So I ordered an electric can opener because I couldn't even open a can. I was totally, totally helpless. So anyway, I'm back. It took about 3 weeks before I could actually do this and move my arm out. And it took about 4 weeks before I could actually turn. And I still feel it a little bit, but actually I'm doing everything now because it's been about 8 weeks or 9 weeks, whatever. And so now I feel I can do everything. But the strangest part is that my daughter also broke some ribs a few weeks before me. And then my daughter-in-law's father broke a rib on a fall, or some ribs on a fall. So 3 members of the same family with broken ribs. And you know, for my teachings with my channel, Tetsi, in terms of the chakras, the bones relate to your heart chakra. So I know with me, you know, I'm still missing my husband so badly after 6 years. And but my daughter, she's been like locked in Germany with the COVID. They're really in lockdown and have been for so long. They could only leave if they had to go shopping for food or to the doctor. And so, in fact, she just got her second COVID shot 2 days ago, and she's had some strong reactions from it for a couple of days. So that's the family story right now. So I'm back. Everything is fine. I'm just 8, 9 weeks behind my life, you know, because even with the broken ribs, I was still getting out and gardening with my left hand with the hose, and it took forever to get anything done. So the garden is way behind in weeding and deadheading and with the roses and everything. But, you know, I can only do what I can do. So that's what I'm doing now. But I have some goodies to share for me. I mean, they're goodies for me and they're new to me. But one of the things I could do was get on Amazon and shop for 8 weeks. So I have a new lighting set up, and it's this, what's it called, Newer. It got good reviews, and they have little barn doors on them, and so I got those set up. My daughter kept telling me I need better lighting, so I don't know if it's going to work, but the lighting's up, and I'm not sure I have it in the right places, so I may have to watch other videos. So that's one of the things that I bought. And then I have a new tarot book. And I think other people have it, but I did some reading and I found out that this one was very highly recommended, and a lot of people had it. And the reason I bought it, because I do have one book that I really like, but this one was a little bit bigger. But again, I love it. It had the colored pictures, and it has, you know, the better, more bold writing, because my eyes are not getting any better and they're going to be getting worse. And so to have the darker color was good. But it also has some other interesting things in here. It had a little bit of an information, and you know, just a tiny bit of information about chakras. But then they had a whole chart with the Kabbalah. And so I was interested in reading that. So I think I'm going to have a good time with this. And so I'm going to keep this as my, you know, side by side when I do readings, which I also haven't had time to do much lately at all. But it also gives an understanding of the tower, for instance. But then it gives the astrology of the tower, and it also gives some information on the Kabbalah as it relates to that card. And then it gives the upright and reverse meanings. And then at the end it also has a wisdom message. So the wisdom message of the tower, the wisdom message is surrender. So, and then they also give you some tower symbols, and there are also some layouts in here, spreads. So I think it's going to be an interesting book for me. I haven't had much time to look at it because I've still been doing all the gardening. Because not only did I have an accident, that took a long time to heal, and it's still healing because it got worse after I got home. They got me back in for another MRI, or not MRI, a CAT scan, and it turns out the ribs moved once I got home. So the good news was that it would heal, but the bad news, it would take longer to heal. So then I get home and I'm coming up and doing things, and then next thing you know, the air conditioner goes out. So I had to find a home for my worms, because the worms that I was breeding for the worm castings, they can only exist safely in a very narrow range of 70 to 73 Fahrenheit. And I've been taking care of these for 15 months, and I didn't want to lose them, so I found a group online, and somebody came and adopted them, so I took care of that problem. And then, let's see, and then we had some power outages. So it's been, and now we're dealing with fires, so I can only go out when there's not a lot of smoke out there, because we have a fire that is half the size of Rhode Island, northeast of us. And most days in the morning lately, it's been okay. And some days we didn't even have much coming in later, but yesterday it was coming in a little more, and today I could feel it coming in. So that's what we're dealing here in Southern Oregon, everybody. So, and one of the fun things I did, my son took me fishing, but I made the mistake of going out in the afternoon with him. He hired a guy to take us out because I was concerned about leaving my dog alone, etc., etc. And so all I caught, I caught a crayfish on my line that was eating the salmon eggs that I was going for salmon and steelhead. But we had a wonderful day on the river. It was just beautiful to be just on that river for 3 or 4 hours. And so, okay, so now the next thing I wanted to share, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 decks here, and some of them have been sitting here for like about a year, and I haven't even opened them. And I did a video yesterday, and when I went to download it, I had this weird white thing, squiggly line going right across every frame of that video. So here I am today doing another video, but today I'm going to choose a different deck than the one I had yesterday, because I now know what that one looks like. So I'll probably do that one later. But my daughter a while back was looking for an animal deck, and so she wrote me with all the animal decks she was looking at. And so I started looking at animal decks, and I only have one. I have the little rabbit one that I just adore, and I have a video on that, maybe a year ago. And I love it because it makes me smile every time I look at those cards. I just can't stop laughing and giggling. So I love dogs and I love cats, but I found one called Wise Dog. So let me open this and we'll look at these cards. And I also bought a 1 or 2, I think, maybe an oracle deck. And because my daughter had been saying, "Oh no, Mom, I like oracle decks. I really like using them." So I thought, well, maybe I'll give oracle decks a chance. I have a bunch of them that I haven't even opened, and but I do use the one that I have, which is my favorite of those that I have seen, and that's my Buddha oracle. So let's see the Wise Dog. It's created by M.J. Cullinane, and it comes in a nice box. I like that. I love these boxes. I don't know why everyone doesn't put their cards in the boxes like this. So let's see here. And then what does it say here? It says, by the creator of the award-winning Crow Tarot. Oh, I've seen that. I don't have it, but I've seen it. Wow. It says, Wise Dog Tarot was created as a tribute to the unconditional love and loyalty of dogs, large and small. Inspired by the symbolism of Rider-Waite Tarot, these 78 vibrant tarot cards help connect us to the wisdom and intuition that dogs are eager to share with us. Using this unique tarot deck as a healing tool, we can tap into the protective energy dogs bring late into our lives. Learn to be more in the moment like them and embrace their pure joy. And then let's see what we have in here. So we have a little booklet. It's called a guidebook. And there's an introduction. And they show the major arcana. And there are no photos, but they give a brief description of each major arcana. And then the same thing with the minor arcana. So it's a basic little book, but I can read it well. You know, the print isn't too tiny, so I can read it well. And then let's see, is there anything at the back? They have spread ideas here. So they don't show you spreads, but they just give ideas for 3 different 3-card spreads. So one is like past, present, future. Another one is current, problem, obstacle. Number 2 is source of the block, and advice for moving forward is number 3, etc. So they've got 1, 2, 3, yeah. So that's a good start for someone. And then they also, this is nice, they give a basic symbolism for some of the things that are in the tarot, like the crow, hearts, horses, laurel wreaths, poppies, pineapples. Okay, that's fun. Some of these I don't know. And then they have some acknowledgments and something about the author. Oh, she's from our side of the world here. She's in Seattle. She's a Seattle-based artist, writer, mother, and lover of all things magical, especially crows. She attended the Parsons School of Design, yet her unique technique of telling stories through digital collage is self-taught and has been her passion for 10 years. And it goes on to more about her. Interesting lady. Okay, and then there are a couple of little empty pages for you, I guess, to write notes for your daily draws. So let us see. What did I do? Lord, what did I do with my thing? Okay, am I going to have to use my nails? No, here it is. Oh, look at the back of the cards. The bones. Okay, let's see what these cards are like. But again, this deck, like the bunny deck, the rabbit deck that I have, just made me smile when I looked at it. So I thought, oh yeah, for as much as I love dogs, and I love cats, I love all animals, but dogs and cats are like just my faves. Okay, so this lovely box. Please, other publishers, please use boxes. No more tuck boxes. Use these boxes or something even better. Okay, so let's see what the cards. Okay. Well, I like the cards. I already like the cards. They're not too thick. They're not too thin. They're not cheesy. They're not too thin. And they're smooth. There's sort of like, I think I would call these like a semi-matte. But I'm going to get closer because I haven't figured out yet how to get the camera down here without going away, and I didn't want to spend too much time having to do all that because I did have to talk to you about what has been happening to me. So I'm just going to show this to you because you've probably all seen this anyway. So let's see it. We'll do it fairly quickly. The Fool. Very charming. This one's going to make me smile just like the bunnies makes me smile, the Magician. High Priestess. If I really wanted to make these cards smaller, this board is perfect for trimming, I would think. The Empress. Very sweet. And the Emperor. Oh, definitely looks like an emperor. The Hierophant. Oh, very sweet lover's card. Chariot. It's a really nice deck. I definitely would use this when I want to smile more. Okay. I have to look a little closer to that Strength card. The Hermit. He has his lantern. Wheel of Fortune. The Justice card, very cute, very cute. The Hanged Man. Yeah. I bought this a couple of months ago, so I haven't seen these other than when I bought them. Ah, the Death card. Temperance. The Devil. Oh gosh, whoa. It's a powerful Tower card. Star. Oh, the cards are beautiful. Oh, they're charming and the artwork's lovely. I love the finish on the cards. I like the thickness of the cards. I love the Moon card. The Sun. Judgment. You have an angel dog. Little angel dog. The World. The King of Swords. Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. Page. Interesting how they do it in reverse, so they start with the 10, they go backwards. 10 of Swords. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Five of Swords. Four of Swords. Three of Swords. The Two of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. All these beautiful, beautiful dogs. And they start with the King of Cups. Queen. Cups. The Knight of Cups. He's delivering a cup on his nose. Let's see. The Page of Cups. Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups. Wow, the Eight of Cups. Beautiful collie. I love what's in the cups. Here's the squirrel. Another dog. Oh my goodness. And we have the Six of Cups. And look how pretty the colors are in these. And just beautiful, beautiful coloring in these. And the Five of Cups. And the Four of Cups, so true to the Rider-Waite, with one being offered and he's not looking at it, right? The Three of Cups, he's there with his buddies. The Two of Cups. Ace of Cups. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. I love the Knight of Wands. It's a lovely deck. I mean, if you love dogs, and you love this coloring, I love the weight of the cards. And I love that finish. It's not super glossy. It's just like a semi-gloss or semi-matte. Okay, there's a Ten of Wands. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I wonder why she put them in the order that she has them. She's going starting backwards with them. Yeah. Eight of Wands. Seven of Wands. Beautiful colors in this card, the Six of Wands. Wow. Five of Wands. Four of Wands. Three of Wands. And the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's funny because in some of the cards she does follow the Rider-Waite, and others she doesn't. We have the Ace of Wands here, another pretty card. And then I guess the last we have is the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the two are stuck together there. Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Her cards look like oil paintings. The artwork, it looks like oil paintings. Knight of Pentacles. Very rich coloring in these. I'm trying to draw like dogs with all that hair. That's very tedious artwork. Very tedious. Page of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles is all the garden things. Sort of the family money, I guess. Yeah. And the Nine of Pentacles. And they got the bird there for the Nine of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. Let's see. So the Five of Pentacles, she didn't put them out in the cold. She didn't make it too sad. As a little girl, I couldn't go see the Lassie movies. I saw it once, I could never go again. Same thing with Bambi. Do not show me anything where they're hurting an animal. I can't take it. Okay, so Four of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles. And lastly, the Ace of Pentacles. So let me see how these shuffle here. Yeah, actually, they could probably be cut down a little from my hands. For some reason, they feel a little bit long. I didn't bring a regular rider rate to check the size difference, but it feels a little longer to me. Yeah, so it does shuffle well. It does shuffle well. Yeah, now, of course, I'm dropping them all over the place as I say that, right? So hold on. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. I'm pretty sure they would riffle shuffle too. Yeah, they do feel longer, because I just have a sense memory. Even though I haven't been using my cards much, I have a sense memory. Yeah, you can riffle shuffle these. Yeah, so they will do well. But it's a sweet, sweet deck, and I like the cards. I like the weight of the cards. They're a good weight. They don't feel like they're flimsy or that they're going to give way too soon. And I like the finish on them. I love the more matte and what they call the rose petal. I love that finish. But when the cards are so nice and the box is so nice and the artwork's so nice, I'm fine with this. With the semi-matte, semi-gloss. So. Anyway, I'll put this back in, and I'll have to look at the book later, maybe consecrate the deck, and maybe after dinner take a try at doing a layout with these lovely cards. Put them back in the box. So that's the Wise Dog Tarot. Created by M.J. Coulinane. So, I have a little time here, so I'm going to do my draw from my Ascension cards. It's so funny, I have the fan on because I was so hot in here yesterday, even with the air on. That's the other thing, my air conditioner, it's been so hot, like at 9 o'clock at night it's been 90 degrees. So my air conditioner will only go to about 75, and after that it keeps creeping up. And so I'm in here and perspiring like crazy, had the fan on, and this was in the evening. So anyway, let me go. Spirit, Lord Michael, please give a card for everyone. Something to really contemplate today. Let's see. Okay, one came out, but one dropped with it too. So let's see. There's two. Okay, I'll read both of these because the other one, they came out as two. It says, on this day, walk with an open mind, an open heart, and open arms. Be open and available to all that comes upon you. And the other one is, create your preferred future by living consciously in each moment. You cannot prevent today's pain, but you can alter the future by the thoughts and actions you embrace today. So, yeah, that's how I've been trying to live lately, with all these things coming at me, one after another. I said to Spirit a week ago, just walking down the hall, I said, okay, just keep getting them at me. I can deal with it. I can take it. I just figure I must be burning off a lot of karma and just boom, 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 everything's coming at me. But my channel teacher once said, when you decide that you want to enlighten in a lifetime, it doesn't mean you're going to, but the universe believes you. And so instead of sending you like one kind of trouble thing a month to deal with, they're sending you one a day or two a day. And I have found that to be true. So if you can't go through life and just feel the feelings and let it go, you're going to be miserable. You're going to say, stop the world, I want to get off. But if you can laugh at it and just say, okay, this doesn't feel so good, but I'll feel the feeling and I'll wait for the next one and just get on and do something wonderful. So anyway, that's my return to my YouTube videos, and I'll try to do more now that I'm feeling better and I'm not caught up with my garden work, but the smoke allows me to be in the house and do things in the house. So I love you all. I've missed you. I've been watching a lot of you on my YouTube because the computer is my one entertainment lately when I couldn't move or anything. But I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you all back on YouTube. I love you all. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful week. I wish you a wonderful life. Thank you so much for stopping by. Namaste, everybody.